The funny thing to say would be that I took a Viagra pill before I started filming this. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Summertime and the living is easier. Summer solstice is coming up later this week, so I thought I would get rock hard. I would get the whiskey rock. I would get this whiskey, which is called Rock Hard, and do a video about it. This is another whiskey released by Crowded Barrel, and as you can see here, built to survive the icy gauntlet in your glass with bourbon goodness that refuses to quit. Age 6 years, 57.8%. I will point out it says distilled in Indiana, so this is MGP. But the funny thing about it, of course, is that this was sold with the idea to pour it over ice. Now, generally speaking, my videos are always about a neat pour, but in this case, I feel obliged to pour some of this over ice. However, I need to try it neat first. I'll begin with the color. That's nice. 6 years is a really good time for bourbon. But truthfully, anything above 4 years, I'm usually fine with. But once you get past 10, I get a little like, why? Now it's just woody in essence, a beautiful bourbony color. Ooh, this is dense brown sugar right here. There's a weird marker smell. Yeah, I'm getting like black marker or black licorice. That's not what I expected to find in bourbon. Gets a little sharp. Put my nose too far in there, but of course it does. It's almost 60%. It's made me think of a type of grass. Nope. Okay. So it's making me think of grass, but in the sense that, have you ever used a blade of grass to whistle with? I haven't even had that thought about it in decades, but that came to mind. So I guess that pressing a piece of grass on your lips, that was a wild one, good grief. And there is some vanilla in here, but it's really buried under this brown sugar note. Onto the palate. It's pretty good. It's not as sweet as I want it to be. It's mostly wood and dry forward. And there's not a lot on the texture, really, but it's definitely dry. Next sip, hole in the palate, see what happens next. Some of the brown sugar sweetness showed up, but only briefly. This is a very dry whiskey, and I think part of that is the percentage, the proof of it. It's been a while since I've had a bourbon like this that's so light on the sweetness, but so dense of a sweet brown sugar on the nose, and then drinking it, it just becomes dry. It's very dry, and I think some of the proof is getting in the way of enjoying it. So that's having it neat, but of course, this is meant to be had on ice. So, we have it on ice. God, it's gonna be loud on the mic, isn't it? Unfortunately, I don't have any of that crystal clear ice that you can get when you go to a bar. This is about as close to a giant cube of ice as I am able to get. Unsurprisingly, I don't get a lot on the nose. But let's see what the palate's like. Oh, that is wild. Somehow it improved the texture and brought out the sweetness and made it much easier to drink. And I only put this on ice just now, like you can tell. Oh God, that's so weird. But this does prove what I've said before, is that you can do so much with whiskey. Adding it on ice or adding water to it will change it in a very surprising way. Oh God, this bottle's not going to last the summer. This is too good. All right, let me get a little more tasting notes. I'm still stunned at how tasty this is on ice. How did it improve the texture like that? More of the vanillins came out, and the dryness is gone because it's slowly cooling down in the glass. What I'm really surprised at is the texture change. Oftentimes when I have a high proof whiskey, I will dilute it with water a little bit because it can be a little too much, a little too overpowering, and I already have issues with drinking any whiskey sometimes. But this is a game changer right here. That bottle is going to go down very fast. Now it is starting to get a little diluted. So that lovely texture I had initially is fading out very slowly. However, I will have to say this. There's a reason I like being rock hard. There's a reason I like drinking rock hard, sorry. So hopefully I'll be able to share this with friends, and I'm definitely going to be drinking this over the hot summer days. There you have it, folks, as always. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.